What do you think gets people to really start believing in themselves?
Yep. It's it's the number one thing if you want to shift the needle in any area of your life. So
Mm-hmm.
let's start with relationships. Maybe you've had some challenges in your relationships in the past, or you're in a challenging relationship now. And
Mm-hmm.
quite often, what that does is you think, well, maybe it's not meant for me, or I've had a bad relationship in the past and I'm going to get hurt. The thing is, if you
Mm-hmm.
live your life like that all the time, or you believe that's a negative or
Mm-hmm.
a constrictive belief, the likelihood is you're going to have another relationship that doesn't work. Okay, because you're
Yeah.
already going in constriction and you're bringing in somebody with that constriction. It's having that belief that you can meet somebody that's in alignment with your values. And one of the exercises that I get people to do is write down the characteristics of the type of person you'd like to be with. Because
Mm.
what that does is help you start looking for it. It's a vision of the relationship you want to have. And if you've had some challenges in the past, if you're finding it difficult to know what you want, write down what you don't want and then do the opposite.
Yeah.
So that's in a relationship because in your health, it's just you. So you've got to believe, okay, let's say you want to lose weight. You have to have a
Mm-hmm.
mental image of yourself and your self belief first. Like you'll see so many people that will go to the gym in January, do it for 2 weeks,
A
3
month.
weeks, or 2 months, and then they
Yeah.
stop. Their actual paradigm and their conditioning is pulling them back, going, hey, we don't like you like this version that we know. So having a belief in yourself, which isn't an arrogance, it's a that's how I'm going to be and that's how I'm going to look. And that's I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking just about physically. It's yes, that's part of it
You
because
have
it will
to
come with
see
it.
it first. Yeah, you
See it
have to
first.
see it first and then start putting in the work to
Yep. And
manifest
just
it.
take small steps. Too many people want to get
Yeah.
it done in 90 days. Say to yourself,
Yeah.
I'm going to commit to this for 12 months because what happens in 12 months is it becomes your habit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like a way of life and you make it's actually a priority. And going back to your earlier question about prioritizing yourself, the beauty about health is there's only one person in that equation and that's you. Okay, unless you're getting force fed by somebody, but the reality is it's you can change your health because it's just you. When it's a relationship, i.e. with a partner or children, it's more of a challenge because they've got their paradigms and conditioning. However,
Mm-hmm.
it can be done. And when you start to show up and believe, this is how my relationship can work and look like, and this is what happens is things start to shift, and even your partner starts to shift because you have.
Yeah. What
Then when you
about when
move
you
on to
get
your,
discouraged?
yep, it's part of it. Usually the discouragement means you've got something to work on. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so be the center of it. So when I think back to times when I've been discouraged, it usually means, okay, I've got some growth to do. Whereas in the
Okay.
past, the old version of me would have blamed or played the victim. And when I say that word, it's quite a strong word
It's
sometimes,
a
but
buzzword.
a victim mentality means you're not taking ownership yourself.
Mm.
And when I first started learning about this and doing it, that was quite hard for me to swallow. But I knew
And
that the
you were
way I
in a
was doing it
perfect position to play the victim. You were
could off,
literally
could off.
being diagnosed with cancer is
Poor me, why
you
me?
could play the victim card. It
Yep,
was like,
not
well, I
once.
have cancer, so
That's it.
you know.
And I was not going anywhere. I did not want my
Yeah.
kids to grow up like that. And again, and there's been times in my life where that pattern of behavior, as I've shifted from health to relationships to wealth, where as in doing business and helping others, where that victim mentality has popped in. And I've
Mm,
had to go, right, stop, what's going on there? Okay, you've got a lesson to learn here. You're the
yeah.
center of this. Okay, so I might have felt a little bit discouraged. It was like, okay, just stop. Let's just pause and have a look at what this is. And you teach yourself to start doing that more often. And I always think of the invention of the light bulb.
Yeah.
I didn't find it 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work. I
Yeah.
treat everything I do with that same mentality now as, okay, I'm doing that. And rather than be frustrated, I've just found a way that doesn't work. Let's keep going.
And figure out a way that works.
Figure out a way that works. That's how it started with my health, and that's now it happens in life. And I still get challenges now,
I
but
think
the
that
only
should be
difference
on your tombstone.
is
Just figure out a way that works.
it's having the courage, and this is one of the things that I implemented with the boys at football and with my children. Be willing to make a mistake and actually see it as a lesson for you to learn, so that you can take a stepping stone and get to your destination faster. So
Yeah.
in the past, I didn't do that. I was frightened of making mistakes, so it made me play small. Once I've learned, actually, make the mistakes and see them as learning lessons. Each time you learn, you get another step closer. And actually, the journey keeps growing anyway, because the version of me 3 years ago just wanted to coach people and make an impact
Mm,
in people's lives. Once I'd actually achieved that, and that happened quickly, it manifested and happened within 7 months. I was like, whoa. And then I was like, actually, I want to do more than this. And
yeah.
that's the journey that I'm on now. And although I have a vision for a year and 3 years, I know that actually, when this is happening now, it's going to be this or something better, and there'll be the next version.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video clip, then I think you'll like the full episode. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.